In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Dayan Zhanchi Pro M. Now, this is an updated version of the original Dayan Zhanchi, which was released all the way back in 2011, and this isn't the first time they've released an updated version of the Zhanchi. There was a Zhanchi 2017, a Zhanchi 2018, and from what I've heard, those were terrible. So I've had this cube for a few weeks now, and I've had the chance to test it out, so let's talk about it. This cube is 56 millimeters, it weighs 77 grams, it comes in black, stickerless, and green. It's priced at $34.99 for the black and stickerless versions and $37.99 for the green version. But this cube costs even less if you're using the discount code JFCUBING for 5% off of your order. Trust me, you're gonna want to do it. Inside of the box you get the cube as well as a screwdriver, a cube bag, a nice card, and a tool for the adjustment system. Out of the box, I had some mixed feelings about the cube. It was very soft and quiet and pretty stable, which I really enjoyed, but to me it was a bit sluggish, and from what I've heard it felt very similar to the Tengen version too. The corner cutting was pretty effortless from most places, and the cube was very tight and sluggish out of the box, so I knew this cube needed setup, so let's take a look at how I set up this cube. Okay, so I've had the chance to set this cube up, and it didn't improve as much as I would have hoped it to. While the cube did become a bit faster, it's still too slow for me. As you could tell from the setup montage, I lubed the cube with a combination of Angstrom Gravitas and Dignitas and some DNM37 to speed it up. This made the cube feel even smoother and did speed it up a little bit, so I'm happy about that, but again, still a bit sluggish. Now looking on to the customization, this cube actually has 3 magnet settings, 1 being the strongest and 3 being the weakest. Seeing how the cube was naturally a bit slow, I decided that having a strong magnet strength probably won't suit the cube well. Now I do normally like a more defined click in terms of the magnets, so I didn't want to go with the weakest setting either, so I decided to stick with setting number 2 to keep it in the middle. Taking a look at the coarse adjustment system, you'll notice that it has 3 parts. The first one is your typical screw and spring, nothing too crazy there. I actually left those tensions as they were because they seem pretty good to me. The second part of the system is the distance adjustment, and there's 4 numbers or settings, and the higher the number, the looser and faster the cube becomes. So you might say, okay, so if this cube is slow, you might want to put it on a higher number, that way you can get some of that speed. Well, if I were to do that, it would also lose some of its stability, and one quality that I really liked about this cube was its stability. I would honestly rather have a more stable cube than a cube that is really fast. So what I ended up doing was putting it on setting number 2. The cube still retained most of its stability, and it got a little bit faster, which was pretty nice as well. Now the third part of this system is definitely where I think the cube falls a little bit short, and that's because this is another tension adjustment. So aside from having the screw and spring to adjust the tensions freely, you also have 4 adjustments that you can do, and this really just doesn't make any sense to me. I feel like it would be better to just pick one or the other, and that's not my only complaint about this third part. This part of the system is actually extremely hard to turn. Giving it a moderate amount of force won't turn it, and if you try even harder, you're not going to end up switching the setting, you're actually just going to end up twisting the whole centerpiece. So I think this is something Dayan really needs to fix. I don't know if I'm the only one with this issue, but for me, I just found it slightly annoying that that was happening. I mean, I guess if you can adjust it freely with the included screwdriver, it's not that big of a deal. You're just going to have to double check to make sure that your tensions are even on all sides. One thing I forgot to mention is this is the exact same adjustment system as on the Tangyun version 2, both for the magnets and for the core adjustments. Regardless of how different the adjustment system in the core looks, it's actually the same system as the Tangyun version 2. It's all of the same features, it's the same system, it just looks a bit different. So to answer the main question of this video, should you buy this cube? Well, I think if you already have a modern Dayan cube such as the Tangyun or the Tangyun version 2, or maybe even the Guhong V4, I would say that you don't really need to pick up this cube, especially if you already have the Tangyun version 2. It feels pretty similar to the Tangyun version 2, and there's nothing in this cube that the Tangyun version 2 doesn't have. All of the features are still there and nothing has been added. However, if you are looking to try a modern Dayan cube that has a really soft and smooth feel and is relatively stable, I think this could be a good option. I mean, during solves I found that this cube flowed very nicely, it maintained its stability, and lockups and catches very rarely happened. And regardless of how I feel about this cube, whether I think it's pointless or not, I do still enjoy solving on it because of its feel. As I mentioned in my unboxing, all modern Dayan cubes are just very pleasant to turn, and that is no exception with this cube. Thank you so much to the Cubicle for sending this cube out to me to review. If you guys would like to pick up one for yourself, I've left a link down in the description to where you can pick it up, and if you're interested in saving a bit of money, you can use the discount code JFCUBING to save 5% off of your order. Anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for this review. If you guys did enjoy, be sure to give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.